Hey everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Imagination Megapark. Now, in the last episode, I built this husky ride around this giant Christmas tree, and in between episodes, I added some of these snow tracks here. I think it's a really fun addition to this ride, and it definitely makes it feel a little bit more complete and a little bit more filled up. Also added a few more decorations around this ride, like this snowman made with this cotton candy stole. I just wanted to fill it up a little bit more. Now, in today's episode, I'm also going to work on the frozen field. And I think a ride that this area could really use is a nice go-kart track. Now, we already have a go-kart track in the park, in the fiery area, the volcano area. But I think it will also be fun to have some go-karts go around on the ice here. So I will also make the track a little bit wider, and I'll make it look like some of the carts are taking a shortcut. Yeah, just some of my usual tricks. Now I will also make some obstacles for the go-kart using Dodgems. So I think all in all it will be a really fun track for this area. Now before I start building anything, I want to name another few of my handymen after some of my commenters on the last Imagination Megapark video. Alright, I've added 4 more handymen to the park, or well, I named 4 more handymen after commenters. If you also want to become a handyman in the park, just leave some fun and interesting comments, and you might also find yourself sweeping vomit in this park. Alright, I'm now first going to prepare this area for a go-kart ride. Alright, we now have a layout for the go-kart ride. Over here we have the station. It's still use the vertical drop roller coaster track now, just because I needed it to actually complete the layout. But later on, all the track will be invisible. But yeah, a station over here. The vehicles continue on over the ice here, which will be here later. Then they travel up this hill. So they go over this path here, and then they jump down again. Over here we just have some curves here. I will make this look a little bit nicer later. And over here there will be an obstacle for the guests in the form of a Dodgem ride or bumper cars. And if you don't know it yet, bumper cars will actually collide with go-karts. So if you have a few bumper cars going around here, I think it will be a fun obstacle for the go-karts going around on this track. Now, finally, the half of the go-karts will jump over the station here. And they will go through this tunnel. And then they emerge through this tunnel. And then they will do another lap around the track before eventually they will reach the station again. Yeah, still quite a bit to do. I still have to make it all look pretty. I have to give the ride a nice station. And then just some final decorations. So yeah, let's just continue on. Alright, most of the decorations around the ride have already been added. Just did tons of foliage, some more of these snowmen. And yeah, all that's left to do now is to actually add the Dodgems ride over here. Of course, the ride still needs a station. And then after that, I think we're mostly done here. So yeah, let's just continue building. Okay, the ride now has its own station, a nice little queue as well. And yeah, over here we now also have a Dodgems ride, which actually hinders the Go Karts as they pass by. Let's see if we can see it in action. So here we can see the Go Karts passing this section of the track. And right now you can see they bump into these Dodgems. Now I did try to make sure that these Dodgems are always running, since when they're standing still they can actually hinder these go-karts so much that they will just continuously be stuck here. So as long as these Dodgems keep moving, it should all be alright. So I gave these guests quite a long ride time. These go-karts will keep running for 3 minutes. And since there's only 3 guests that can enter these Dodgems, the queue should usually be pretty full. Now I also put some crashed go-karts here. I just put a few of them. Now something which I want for these go-karts is a smoke effect. Now the ride vehicle editor actually allows us to do a really fun trick for that. So first I'm just going to make a ride here with a lot of vehicles. Well, I'm not sure where I'm going to make it. I'll make it somewhere hidden around here. And I will make it crash so that we have a lot of smoke particles to work with. And then afterwards, with the right vehicle editor, we can actually place these smoke effects wherever we want. So I'll just crash some vehicles now. And then we'll find some places where we can already put a few of these smoke effects. And then we'll save the rest for placing later on in the park in future episodes. Alright, I now crashed a train here which has 100 vehicles. So we'll have 100 little plumes of smoke here. So now I'll just move the land up again. Like so. And the smoke vehicles are still there. And whenever I need one of these, I can just move it to wherever I want. And now at the location where we have these crashed go-karts, I will now move some smoke to over here. So I'll open the ride vehicle editor. I'll look for the ride named smoke over here. And we'll just move vehicle 1 to over here. And now we have a little smoke plume on the crashed go-kart. And I'll do the same over here. Now I will also probably place tons of these little smoke plumes over the lava here. Actually, I'll just already do a few. Alright, normally it can be pretty tricky to actually get the smoke effect where you want it, because normally you would have to crash a ride at the exact spot and the vehicles tend to fly off in different directions. But this method just allows you to put the smoke anywhere you want and pretty precisely as well. As with the right vehicle editor, you will be able to move it to an exact spot. Now that we have 2 crashed go-karts here, I think we can also add another patron to the park. So that's what I will quickly do next. Right, I've put a little snowman here who's juggling his snowballs, and I will name after one of my patrons, Mr. Proudball. Yeah, thanks a lot for supporting me, Mr. Proudball, and I hope you enjoy your spot in the park here. And if you also want to have a spot in my park as an entertainer, you can find a link to my Patreon channel in the video description. Alright, that's going to be all the building I'm going to do in this episode. I really enjoyed working on this little go-kart track. Not too realistic, especially with these big jumps. But I think it's always fun to make a go-kart track which looks like it's running on ice. Or snow-covered ice in this case. But yeah, I really enjoyed working on this. I hope you also enjoyed watching me build. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like this video. And of course, if you want to see more of these videos, you can always subscribe. Alright, I think it will be fun to end this episode with a ride on this go-kart. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you again in the next one. See you later.